I want to ask you about something. There's a lot of guys on the internet who really preach against masturbation. They say NoFap, the NoFap movement. What's your take on that?
I don't think you're going to get magical superpowers by not ejaculating.
Motherfuckers, man, listen.
I mean,
you're going to levitate, you're going to fly, and some shit.
Right? You can read minds now. You can predict the stock market perfectly because you didn't jerk off for 30 days.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the middle of NoFap November right now.
Yeah.
Well, not middle. We just started.
Yeah.
I'm seeing all the memes on Twitter already. I think. Look, I think it's a good idea for dudes to abstain from consuming pornography all the time. Yeah. Like,
tell me more about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna affect guys differently. Some guys can like consume it and not have a problem with it, right? Same with like alcohol. Some guys turn into alcoholics. You give a guy a bottle of whiskey, he's under a bridge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Other guys can perfectly like regulate themselves with it.
Yeah.
You know. So you got
it's not like crack, right?
It's
like
not quite
crack,
like
you
crack.
can't smoke crack recreationally.
Yeah,
you smoke
true.
crack. You smoke crack. That's what you do now. That's who you are. It's not like that.
I haven't smoked crack, so I don't know, but
Yeah, me
I would
neither,
assume that's the case. Assume that's the case. But I'll say that, like, if a dude like is habitually like jerking off, especially jerking off to porn, his brain is like he's wiring his brain in a negative way. Like his brain requires overstimulation, more visual stimulation to achieve the same thing. And what tends to happen is due to fap to porn regularly, when they're with a real woman, it's nowhere near as exciting. And so then they'll have performance issues, like all this negative stuff.
That's something that happens
manifest.
a lot.
Yeah, that stuff manifests.
So this guy's like, man, how come she didn't dance for me for 10 minutes and then give me a 30-minute blowjob before we did it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like they're just regular women. You got to get reclimatize yourself to like any average dude should. If you have an average naked woman in front of you, by default you should get a hard on. That's like if you're not,
it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. If you are having problems like that, first thing I tell guys all the time is like, look, stop watching porn, stop jacking it. Again, will it make you fly? No.
No.
Will it give you Superman-like powers? No.
They oversell this shit, man.
Yeah, but I will say that it will increase your discipline. It will absolutely improve your discipline and your focus and your motivation.
Yeah,
because it's tied into like your dopamine circuitry.
Right, for sure.
Like when you're jerking it all the time,
100%.
like you're just bombarding your dopamine circuits with like overstimulation. So you need more of the stimulus to achieve the same result, right?
Yeah,
it's like the opposite of delayed gratification.
Yeah.
You know,
no, I get that.
So I think if guys like do abstain from jerking all the time, you'll probably find you're more motivated. You're probably going to find you're going to go talk to women more. If you're blue balling it, you're like, well, I want to get a date, so I'm going to go talk to that pretty girl in the shopping mall or whatever.
That's guys who need to talk to girls more.
That's true. Yeah.
So can I present a counter argument?
Go run it. Right.
This is a counter argument. I don't care what people do in the private parts. It's none of my business, man. You do whatever you want. It's not advice. Just something else to consider. The whole, you'll be more horny and you can talk to girls more, that might not be a good thing for every guy. You know what I'm saying? There's some guys
they're
who
already
super
vetted. Horny.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein probably should have fucking rubbed one out before he went to work.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
He'd probably be in a different position right now. You know, but for real, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of guys who are already too aggressive when they go out with girls, right? They put too much pressure on the girl, and they can probably use, hey man, just
some breaks.
It just take the edge off.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? No, for real. I know it sounds funny, man, but it's. I'm not being funny, right? Like, I mean, it's funny, but it's not a joke, right? You know. And also, check this out. Let's say even if you got a girlfriend, right? The average woman has about 10% of the testosterone of a man, right? You know what I'm saying? Something like that, right? So, I mean, listen, you've been with more women than everyone in this building, probably on this block, put together, right? So, if the guy is just as horny as he is, right? Is she gonna want to have sex with him as much as he wants to have sex with her all the time?
Oof. You know what? I think if a woman is like infatuated with her dude, if he's like pushing the right buttons all the time, very often she'll want to fuck him more than he wants to fuck her.
Okay, check this.
I actually think that's probably a very good position to be in.
I think it's a good position to be in, but like vaginas get sore, man. Like you're not thinking about this poor woman, man. Like am I wrong? Like vaginas get sore. Like now you're used to dealing with professionals. I'm talking about regular women who don't have sex for a living, right? Their vaginas be hurting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong about that or
no?
not?
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
they're gonna take a break.
Is she physically capable of doing it as much as, let's say, the horniest guy, right? Not all guys. Like let's say a guy peak testosterone.
Right. She can use her mouth. She can use her hands. She can give that a break.
I can stand behind that. The woman needs to work hard, is what we're saying. I can stand behind that.
If she wants to keep that guy satisfied, if he's got that like 10 out of 10 sex drive, that's what she signed up for.
Listen, I can't argue it. The man makes a lot of sense. And it's like, your mouth's not bleeding, is it? You know what? Unless there's a tampon in your throat. Sterling says you
get back to work.
You get to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop paying the bills a few times a month, a few days every month.
Just because I'm cranky.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, my penis is bleeding. I don't do my job.
If your penis is bleeding, you can just see a doctor ASAP. That shit is bad.
Yeah.
Actually, I know a guy who broke his dick.
Excuse me?
I know a guy who broke his dick. Snapped the fucker.
It can break?
It could snap. Oh yeah, look, you do not want to Google this shit.
No.
Terrifying.
I'm not Googling nothing with the word dick in it.
But this guy,
and that's okay if you want to, though, right? YouTube moderators, that's totally cool, man.
I think you can actually
guys can Google whatever they want, man. I don't care. YouTube moderators. We're solely inclusive. You know what I'm saying?
But this guy, he was shooting in the fake taxi. Like the old London cab. There's an English porno.
Yeah.
They're in the back of a London cab, and this girl was bouncing up. This is what reverse cowgirl, the most dangerous position you could ever.
Yeah, that shit is terrifying.
They do not know
this shit is fucking terrifying.
Here's the rule, guys. If a girl is doing reverse cowgirl, you hold the fuck onto her hips. You gotta hold those hips. Like a
safe belt, right? That shit is terrifying.
Do not let her. Actually, I'll go on. I'll give you another. You want me? You think I'm on number 4, number 5? I'll give you.
He broke it. She broke. She came up too high and then broke it.
Came up. It slipped out. Came down on full strength. Crack.
Yo.
Bright purple. They actually put the scene up on Pornhub. They put it up there so you could actually see it happening.
Did he ever recover?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He recovered. He had to go to hospital. Had like a catheter in his dick for like 3 days or some shit. It was horrible.
Yo, that shit is terrifying,
scary,
bro. It's terrible. Like, you gotta
hold him. Hold him,
man. Yo, like
don't let it, okay. That's. I was gonna say that's. I'll give you like.
They don't teach you this.
I'll give you the fifth.
I don't know why they don't teach us this in school.
That's another big insight I got on women. They don't know where their own vagina is. They got no clue. They're clueless as to where their vagina actually is. I'll give you a perfect example. We'll be shooting a scene, and it's like, all right, we're gonna do doggy style, and she bends over, and she puts her pussy like up near my nipples.
Okay.
I'm like, honey, where are my hips? My hips are down here. Do you have any idea where the penis and the vagina are? Because it doesn't look like it. But the way you're positioning your body right now,
yeah,
like I don't get this. That's super common. Women have got no clue where their pussy is. No clue at all. They're not. I mean, it makes sense. They're not the one who has to do all the work. Like I have to do all the work. I gotta know the angles. Blah blah blah. You just sort of sit there and it happens to you.
Yeah.
But get a clue. Get a clue.
You just sit there and enjoy the ride. Okay, let's get serious.
Wait, now we're gonna get serious?
Yeah. So you're saying NoFap can help some people. You feel like,
totally.
But yeah, okay. You know, it's definitely not something you want to be doing all the time. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah,
but don't oversell it.
I would. Yeah, I think
don't develop a personality around it.
Yo,
if your entire identity is like I'm NoFap, I'm a NoFap guy. Don't base your entire personality around not touching your dick.
Don't be a fucking nerd about it, bro. Like me thinks you may protest too much. You know what I'm saying? Like if I start hearing this shit, oh, you fucking making YouTube videos about it all the time. You always talking about like, all right, bro.
Yeah,
we got it.
Calm down.
You know, here's where I land on that. You know, I don't think it should be recreational, man. It's just maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
I get it.
That's
strategic fap.
Come on, man, strategic. It's
makes sense.
Yeah, just this might be strategy. So you calmer when you're out in the wild. if you need it, right? Or it's like sometimes you just can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, I'm not gonna stay up because it's NoFap November because I made some arbitrary rule. I'm not gonna stay up trying to go to sleep with a hard on because of some arbitrary rule, man. I'm gonna rub one out and go to bed. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna get my REM sleep. It's just a strategy, man. Nothing's good or bad. It's like a knife.
It's what you do with it.
Yeah, it's what you do with it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can use a knife to cut up food for children at an orphanage, or you use a knife to stab people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just context.
Yes.
Context is important. All right.